We are going to begin in a Shavasana. So you can start on your backs, just laying yourself flat on the floor, no cushions. Yeah, we're going to begin there. So settle in, start the music. I'll do the same. So flat on your backs. And just making sure your feet have some space. Your arms have some space next towards the body. And just shake your hips a few times from side to side. So you really settle into the ground underneath you. And closing your eyes. And just take a few big breaths there. Checking in with your own energy tonight. How do you feel? How was your day? And can you allow yourself to just let go of whatever negative energy was rushing through your body today? Anything heavy, anything blocking, let it go. Giving yourself permission for the next hour to be here with nowhere else to go, nothing else to do except breathing, moving, or flowing. And invite you to move in a way today that feels good and natural to you. And whatever was feeling heavy for you, whatever you need to let go, whatever is not serving you these days, whatever is tough or feels difficult, whatever you're going through, just always know that this too shall pass. Every moment is fleeting, everything goes away, the good and the bad. So with that in mind, that every breath comes and goes, every movement comes and goes, we'll practice today. And every situation in life comes and goes. Take a big breath in. Big exhale. From here, bend your knees, place the feet close towards the sacrum, hands next towards the hips. Press the palms into the floor, same for your shoulders. Take an inhale to lift the hips up away from the floor, bridge pose, squeezing the glutes, and lift those hips up as high as you can. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hips back down and just hover for a second. And then we go back up, rolling, starting from the tailbone. Inhale, lift, squeeze, and bring it up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll it up, vertebra by vertebra. And down, exhale. Every time you come up, come a little higher if you can. Inhale. Exhale. If you want, bring your arms along with your breath in. Hips rise, arms rise overhead. And allow the hands to tap behind you on the floor. Exhale, both come down. Inhale again, finding your own pace. Just following your breath, no need to follow me. And maybe keep your eyes still closed. And finding that flow in the body. Noticing movement of energy. Just reconnecting body and mind. One more round. Big breath in. And big breath out. Now, once more, inhale, lift the hips, keep the arms down. Squeeze the glutes hard, and then lift the right leg high up to the ceiling while you keep the hips elevated. You should feel that pretty well into that glute. Keeping the hips square, lift them up a little higher, point the right toe up to the ceiling. Big breath in. And then slowly bring the hips down. The leg stays pointing up. Cross right leg, right knee over left knee, and then drop the knees to your left. Open the arms into a T shape. Find a twist. So your gaze goes over to the right hand, knees over to your left. Allow the body to stay heavy. Take a big inhale through the core. Into the chest. Exhale. And then come back to center. Untangle the knees. Place the feet back there. Hands next towards the hips again. Inhale, lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes. Press into the right foot this time. Lift the left leg up high. Point a toe. Hips stay leveled. Can you bring them higher? Yes, you feel that in that right glute. Take a big breath in. And then keep the leg up. Just the hips come down. Cross left leg over right knee. T-shape with the arms. Twist the body. Look towards the left hand. Take a big breath into the torso. Big exhale. Rolling the knees back to the center. Unlock them and then bring the hands behind your thighs and just start to rock and roll a few times over the spine, keeping the spine rounded, massaging it maybe 4 or 5 times until you find some momentum to sit up straight, cross-legged. Taking a moment, fleshy bits away from underneath the sitting bones, spine nice and tall. Big breath in, arms rise up. And with your exhale, right hand comes down, just an easy side stretch. Finding length and opening through the left side of the body. And drawing the right shoulder underneath. And maybe look up to the ceiling. Every exhale, see if you can dive a little bit further down. Walk that right hand away from you. Lean in. One more breath in. And then with your exhale, round the spine, drop the chest and make a big circle, swinging the arms over to the other side. Left hand comes down and lean over. Open the right side of the body. Lifting the heart up to the ceiling. Use your breath. Check in. What is there? How does the body feel today? How do you need to move? Where do you need space? One more breath in. And then same thing. Exhale, round the spine. Make that circle. Swing it over to the other side. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, round and swing. That's our flow now. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, round and swing. A few more. Again, find your own rhythm here. Open up as much and as big as you want. Make any shape you want. Just tuning in with the body. And slowly allowing some space. Wherever you need it, the side body, the spine, the chest. And then slowly, wherever you are, release and come back to center. Maybe give it a good roll through the shoulders, through the spine. Then you're going to bring your right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. Wrap that hand around the opposite ear and gently allow the weight to bring the head down. Just a gentle neck stretch. It's just the weight of the hand, no pulling. That left shoulder just drops. Maybe the left hand even hangs easy to the side. Right shoulder is away from the ear. And you may want to lift or play around a little bit with your chin here, finding the sweet spot in the neck. Where is that sweet spot? Big breath in. And release slowly. Other side. Inhale, left arm high. Wrap around the right ear, drop. Right arm is heavy. Let it hang. Spine stays tall. It's just the head leaning over. And again, find that sweet spot. And then breathe into it. Every exhale, letting go a little bit more. Big breath in. And slowly release. Drop your chin towards your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And take one big, super slow circle through your right side. Feeling every bit, every spot on the way. Take your time until you make it back to the front. And then we do that on the other side as well. So one big circle through your left. Just opening up the neck there. Good. From there, hands come in front of you. Roll over your knees, coming into tabletop. Middle of your mat. Placing hands just consciously, spreading fingers and pressing every knuckle down into the earth. Toes are tucked here, knees underneath the hips. Just close your eyes here for a moment and take a big inhale, feeling the energy from the earth underneath coming in through the palms of your hands. And with an exhale, you give it back. Opening the eyes with your inhale. You kind of keep that sensation going at the same time. We're going to find our cat and cow. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round. Inhale to arch. Open the chest. Leading with the tailbone. Exhale, pull the belly in. Feel that opening. Feel the energy that starts to move around our main nadi, our main energy channel, which runs around the spine, the Sushumna nadi. Few more rolls, and feel free as always to find your own space here, maybe other shapes, anything that feels good. Connecting breath movement together, just allowing wherever your body wants to go, whatever feels good. And again, where do you need that space? One more breath in. And with an exhale, you come back to the center, into that tabletop. Make sure your toes are still tucked. And then you'll extend your right arm forwards, pressing the left heel to the back, extending the left leg as well. And really feeling here that you pull the belly up and in towards the spine. And then that back heel a little higher. Take a breath in, extend through both heel and fingertips. With your exhale, rounding the spine, elbow to knee, really strong through your core, crunch, and press the floor away with the left hand. Inhale, extend again. You feel the music pick up, exhale. One more inhale, extend. Exhale to round. Warm up that core. One more to extend. And then from there, bend the back knee. Swing the hand around. Grab a hold of that foot or ankle. And then press the foot into the hand so you can find an opening through the chest to the right. And a lifting of the back knee. Keep your core engaged and stay with your breath. Keeping the balance really through that left hand and the right leg. One more inhale. And then slowly release it back down through center. Realign hands and knees if you have to. Other side. Left arm extends. Right heel presses back. Long line. Pull belly into spine. Core engages. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow, crunch. Nice and slow with so much control, really using every muscle in your body. Don't make this too easy on yourself. Follow the breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Now this time inhale to extend. And then bend your back knee, swing the hand around, grab the foot. Once you got it, press and lift. Core engages. Look up through the left side. Find the balance. That core is important to protect the lower back. Just gently open it here. One more inhale. And gently release, exhale. Untuck your toes, sit back. Child's pose just for a few breaths. Forehead down. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. And then press firmly into the palms of your hands. So you can press up, tuck toes. Swing the hips up. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Lifting the heels a few times. Bending through the knees. Again, your way to just create some space in the body. What do you need to let go of? Where in your life do you need to tell yourself that this too shall pass? Allow that to go through the body. Body and mind are connected. So whatever you let go physically, your mind will listen. Take a big breath in here. Big breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, look in between your hands, step forwards, top of your mat. Feet come about hip width apart. And grab a hold of your opposite elbows and just allow an easy forward fold. Just for a few breaths. A little bend into the knees. Upper body fully heavy. And maybe your belly is even touching your thighs. Give it a bit of a shake if that feels good. Side to side, swaying. Big inhale. And then releasing the arms, exhale. Vertebra by vertebra, rolling up to standing. Taking an inhale to swing the arms up high. Make yourself as tall as you can, reaching the fingers up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands into your heart space. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Now open the arms out wide. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and bring the hands as far together in the back. Opening the heart space and look up. With your exhale, hands back to center. Inhale, rise up again with the hands. And with your exhale, dive it down and forwards. Just remember that flow. We're going to do it a few times. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands and step back into a high plank. Taking a moment here in high plank to realign. Shoulders just over wrists. Press the floor away. Fingers spread, squeezing glutes. Tailbone tucks under. And you press the heels away from you. Take a good inhale. And with an exhale, knees to the floor. Chest and chin come down as well. Bum sticks up. Inhale, sliding through, untuck toes, baby cobra. Lifting the chest, elbows squeeze in towards the rib cage, and the tops of your feet press firmly into the earth. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release it down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift and see if you can use your upper back strength. Your hands only a little bit. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Press back up through plank and downward facing dog. Big breath here. Big breath out. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels. Look in between the hands. Step all the way forwards. Top of your mats. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Long line there. Exhale to fold again. Go deeper. Nose to the knees. Bend the knees. Roll up to standing. Inhale. Exhale. Hands through the heart space. Again, there we go. Inhale. Arms wide open. Exhale. Hands back together. Inhale. Hands lift. Exhale. Dive it down. Inhale. Flat back halfway. Exhale. Fold. Plant hands. Step back. High plank. Inhale here. Now optional, knees can go first or take a full chaturanga if you want without the knees down. Keep the elbows tucked in towards the body. Untuck toes. Inhale, maybe full cobra, extending your arms. If that feels good in your lower back, really lifting the chest and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Take a big breath in, look up. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. A little bit of a funky playlist today if you're playing music. Let me know afterwards if you like that or not. One more inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels, look in between the hands, step or jump if you want to. Again, just options. Top of your mats. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend knees, roll up to standing. Swing arms up high, look up. Lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round. There we go. Inhale, open wide. Find that flow. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the hands. Lengthen. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant hands, step back, high plank. Your way to lower down, maybe knees first, maybe chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or maybe up dog if you want, lifting hips up as well. If you feel warm enough, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels, look in between the hands. Your way to come forward, stepping or jumping. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend knees, roll up, swing the arms up high. And exhale, hands through the heart space. Staying here. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Notice your feet, the way they connect with the earth. Ground them down. Feeling solid. Knowing that whatever is happening for you in your life right now, you got this. You always have that connection, that grounding to keep you strong and connected. This too shall pass. Beautiful phrase. Opening your eyes, take a big inhale. Arms swing up to the ceiling. With your exhale, sink down through the knees. Find Utkatasana, chair pose. In chair pose, so knees are nicely bent. Make sure you can always see your big toes here. If you can't, your knees are too far forward, so shoot them back. Same for the hips. Gentle tuck of the tailbone and pull the belly in strong. Your way with the arms, either hands on the hips or maybe up, as long as you really open, lifting through the chest there. Okay? Take a big breath in. And then bring the hands towards your heart space and then twist to your right. Left elbow crosses over right knee. Right elbow points up to ceiling. Trying to find that twist from your core. Look up. Shoulders relaxed. Hips a little lower. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your gaze down. Look down. Bring the hands back through the center and the weight comes to your right foot. The left foot lifts and the left foot steps all the way to the back of the mat. And that left heel drops down into the floor. Arms rise up, warrior one. So left heel is down, left leg is straight, right knee is bent. In a warrior one, always really important to think about engaging the core here and drawing your tailbone under. See if you can square the hips as far forwards as possible. Your option, hands on the hips or arms up high. Press that left heel down. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, hands down to the floor. Lift the back heel off and turn the left toe straight forwards and then melt down through the hips while you keep your back knee up. Easy twist. Right arm lifts, left hand presses down. Super strong back leg. Twisting from the core. Good. One more inhale. Reach a little taller through the right hand. And with your exhale, right hand down to the floor. Inhale, both arms up high to the ceiling. Find a little back bend, opening the chest here. And with your exhale, hands down to the floor. Step right foot back to plank, vinyasa flow, or you can come straight to a downward facing dog. Your choice. Feel free to really modify your practice today the way you need to. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And then lift the heels. Look in between the hands. Step or float forwards, top of mat. Finding a halfway lift, flat back. Lengthening actively. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Swing the arms up high. And hands through your heart space. Exhale. Other side. When you're ready, inhale, arms rise. And then sink it down for chair pose. Melting through the hips. Bending the knees. And find an engagement really through the core. This is super solid. Your option for arms. And if you can, go a little bit lower. Good. Squeeze those legs. Every muscle is working. One more breath in. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Twist to your left. Right elbow over left knee. And in a twist, just have a quick check with your knees. Are they in the same line or is one shooting in front of the other? And press it back. Shoulders away from ears. And the firmer you press your palms together, the deeper you can twist. Look up to the ceiling if you dare. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly bring your gaze down. Hands come into the heart space again. Stay low. Now wait onto your left foot. And the right foot lifts and start to step all the way to the back of your mat. Dropping the right heel down. Arms rise. Warrior one. Belly pulls in. Tailbone draws under. Find your sensation of going forwards and down. Breathe. See if you can really twist or turn that torso squared forwards to the front. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Hands come down to the floor. Lift the back heel. And then walk a little bit further away so you can really melt into those hips. Easy twist. Left hand rises. Breathe. Open. Press into the right hand. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand down to floor. Inhale, both arms rise gently into a high lunge. And finding a little back bend here, opening the chest while you keep your belly strong. And with an exhale, hands down to the floor. Step back, high plank. Big breath in. Your choice of vinyasa or downward facing dog. Two big breaths. Lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or float, top of your mat here. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bending knees, roll up to standing, swing the arms up high, find length. And hands into your heart. Again, take a moment to just breathe. Allow the feet to reground, to really settle into the earth. Maybe close the eyes for a moment. And just feel what's happening in your body right now. What do you notice? You feel energy? Just taking one more inhale here. And with an exhale, eyes open. There we go again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold, plunge your hands. Your choice of vinyasa or stepping it back straight away. Just gently flow it out at your own pace. And from your down dog, lift your right leg high to the ceiling. Inhale. Square the hips for a moment. Flex the right foot. Lift it higher. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to your nose and hover. Strong belly. Take a moment here. Big inhale. And exhale. Then shoot it back again. Inhale, right leg back up high. And exhale, step your right foot forwards in between your hands. Allowing the hips to go nice and low again. Take a breath in to lift the chest. Look forwards. Spine is long. Exhale, long-legged pyramid. Inhale, move it forwards. Look up. Exhale, both legs straight, nose to knee. Few more rounds. Inhale, melt through the hips. Find that space. Exhale. Hips stay squared. Again, find your own rhythm here. Your breath. Wherever that goes. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Next time you come forward, take a big breath in. Swing the arms up high. Melt into your high lunge. Draw your tailbone under. Strong into your legs, but feel free to bend the back knee a little bit. Whatever you need here. Right knee is directly stacked on top of the right ankle. Core is strong. Can you relax your shoulders here? Take a deep breath in. And then bring the hands towards your heart space again. Find that same sort of twist just in your lunge here. So left elbow crosses right knee. And then you look up to the ceiling. Right elbow points up. Keep the back leg strong, straight as possible. Shoulders away from your ears. Big inhale. And with your exhale, slowly release. Inhale, arms up again. Open, little back bend. With your exhale, warrior two. So the right knee bends. Let me quickly turn around here. Finding the alignment with the heel. So right heel aligned with the crease of your back foot. Right knee is straight. 90 degrees on top of the right ankle. Arms extend. Think about opening the hips and kind of drawing the tailbone under and forwards as well. And at the same time, you open the right knee to the right. Okay? Breathe here. A few breaths. Find a softness while feeling super strong. Looking over the right hand. Now with your next inhale, extend the right leg. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Turn the right toes in, parallel with the left. And then we do a warrior two to the back. So you bend into your left knee, left toes, turn out. I'm going to do that a few times. So inhale, rise up, turn left toes in. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, rise up, turn toes. Exhale to the back. Inhale, up, turn toes. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale to the back. Stay here this time. Find a little bit more depth. Find your alignment, always checking that your shoulders are stacked directly onto the hips here. Whew. And from here, flip your left palm, reach. Reversed warrior, and we're still facing the back of the mat. Lifting your chest up. Upper arm is straight, reaching up and away. Feel that opening through the side body. Good inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then slowly come back through the center and finding your variation of a side angle pose. Maybe elbow on the knee, hand on hip. Maybe arm up high, overhead, hand down, bind. Can go on and on with options for your side angle, but you choose whatever feels best for you today. Really opening through the hips here as well. Bend a little bit deeper into that back knee. Reaching the arm overhead if you choose to do so. Opening the chest. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale. One more breath. And then gently release the right hand down inside of the left foot. Start to walk the hands through the side, back to the front. We're going to bend the right knee and find a Skandasana into the front knee. Your choice. Hands down, heart, maybe you're open. Whatever feels good here. Trying to turn the left toes up to the ceiling. Keeping the spine nice and tall so we're not collapsing here in the upper body. Upper body is lifting. So your core is doing a lot of work. Big breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more, inhale. And then you release the hands down, press, and then turn the body back to the front. Melting into the hips again. Find that easy twist. Reaching right hand up to the sky. Ooh, open. One more inhale. And then release the right hand down to the floor. Step your left foot slightly in. So a good step forwards into pyramid, full pyramid this time. Both legs are straight, ideally in a pyramid pose. So see if you can get there. If not, bring the hands onto the shin here. Just allowing them to not hang into it, but lightly give some support. And otherwise, hands can be down. Hips are really squared here. And then take a breath in to find the same sensations in a flat back. So we're lengthening through the spine, through the crown of the head. And then with your exhale, fold forward. Allow the nose to drop to the knee. Both heels press down into the floor. And kind of the sensation that you find through the legs as if your feet are pulling the mat together. Good. Take another breath in. Exhale. Bending slightly through the right knee. Hands stay down here. Bring them down if you have them up. Lift the leg high for standing splits. Open the hip. Point the left toe. Variations here. If you want, hand around the ankle. Big inhale. Lift the back leg higher. And with your exhale, please step the left foot to meet the right and fold. Take a breath here. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift flat back. Exhale to plant the hands, your choice to flow vinyasa or wait. Rest in downward facing dog. Take a moment there. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Then we'll take it to the other side. When you're ready, lift your left leg high to sky. Inhale. Square the hips. Pull the belly in strong. Flex the left foot. Inhale there. Exhale, knee to your nose and hover. Really pulling the left knee up and in towards your chest. Stay there for a moment. Find a rounding through the shoulder blades. And then one more time. Inhale, shoot left leg high and up. Exhale, left foot forwards. In between your hands. That pyramid flow again. So an inhale to lift the chest, looking forwards. And an exhale to find that longer pyramid here. Inhale, come forwards. Melt. Exhale. Finding your own pace, your rhythm. And every time you go a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Where does your body need to open? One more. Exhale. Next time you come forwards, inhale. Swing the arms up high. High lunge. Crescent lunge. Melt the hips a little lower if you can. Strong legs. Squeezing your inner thighs kind of together and then going even lower. Your choice for arms. Breathe. One more breath in. And then bring the hands through the heart space, finding that twisted variation of your lunge. Right elbow crossing over left knee. Left elbow reaching up to the ceiling. Maybe your gaze follows. Legs are solid. You twist deeper from the core. Good. Inhale and slowly come back to center. Bring the arms up high again. Find that opening through the chest. And with your exhale, warrior two. Finding the alignment through the feet here. Left heel, crease of the back foot. Extend through the arms. Really strong and solid. Core is engaging. Let's put a little smile on your face here. Making sure that face is not squeezing, tightening all together. Relax. And then we'll flow again, remember? So inhale, both arms up, legs extend, turn left toes in. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Few times, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Every time, go a little deeper. One more. Now the next time you come to the back, you're going to stay in your warrior two facing the back of your mat. Finding a little bit more depth here this time. Really opening again. We've been here before. And then flip the right palm. Reach and reverse. Legs don't change. Super strong. Lift the chest. Lengthen. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale for a side angle variation. Choose the same one as you did on the other side. So I have my hand down, but if you had it on to, or your knee onto, sorry, your elbow onto the knee, then feel free to do that. Choose your upper arm the same way you did and find the depth through the hips. Draw the hips underneath the body. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And then release the left hand down. From there, sliding through to the front. Skandasana, bending into the front knee. Turn the right toes up to the ceiling. Choose your hands. But wherever you are, we're not collapsing through the upper body. We're lifting. Stay with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breath in. And then bring the hands down so you can press up, turn to the front. Finding that easy twist again. Inhale, left hand lifts. Lengthen. Melt the hips. One more. And then release your left hand down. Step the right foot one good step closer. Full pyramid. Try to extend both your legs. And again, if that's impossible, then take the hands onto the shin. Just really engaging both of the legs, pressing the feet down here. Take a big breath in. Find that flat back. And fold, release. Taking a moment there. Legs are strong, upper body soft. Release it. Breathe. One more inhale. And then lift the chest up again. Walk the hands slightly forwards. Lift the right leg high and find your standing splits here. Keep the gaze down. And maybe one hand around the ankle, maybe two. Pointing the right toes up to the ceiling. Maybe opening that hip a little. Squeeze that glute. One more breath. And then step your right foot forwards and meet the left. Fold. Let it go. Soft. Inhale here. Exhale. Let it out. Coming halfway, lift flat back. Inhale. And then exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Your choice of vinyasa or stepping back for downward facing dog. Now from that down dog, bring the knees down to the earth. Untuck your toes and just sit back onto the heels. Place one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly. Close your eyes. What's happening inside? Be present with whatever arises, whether it's good or bad, comfortable or not so comfortable. And again, just know that this too shall pass. Nothing is forever. We're always in movement, always in flow. So whatever tough times you may be experiencing right now, they will pass. The scary part is the good times will pass too. But that's the flow of life. And the lesson we need to learn is not to cling towards always wanting to be happy and healthy and perfectly fine and okay. Allowing ourselves to flow the flow of life. Take a last breath in here. And a big sigh out. Open your eyes there. And then gently walk your hands back forwards, tuck your toes. Come back into downward facing dog, just a gentle one. Lifting your heels on your inhale, looking in between the hands, stepping or floating top of your mat. Coming halfway, lift flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold, nice and deeper. Bend the knees, roll up to standing. Swing arms up high, look up. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Take a moment to re-ground your feet. We're going to go for a balancing pose. So you want to bring the weight onto your right foot. And taking a moment to just bring it there without even lifting the left foot off. Just finding that literally a millimeter of space between your left foot and the floor. And when you're ready, you can start to bend that back knee. You grab a hold of your left foot from the inside. And then you bring your knees back together. We're going for dancer's pose. Now from the knees, you're going to lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Finding your balance here first. This is step number 1. You may want to stay here, okay? If this feels like enough, stay here. Take another big breath in if you want to come a little further with me. And then with your exhale, you gently start to reach and lean forwards with the upper body at the same time, pressing back foot into hand, just like we practiced in that half dancer at the start of our practice. You may bend your standing leg a little bit. It helps to find more balance, more grounding, and a bit more space through the back body. Take a big inhale, keep the balance if you can. And with your exhale, slowly let it go, and then step the foot to the back of your mat. Finding your high lunge again. Good, big breath in. And with your exhale, hands down to the floor. Your choice to flow through, maybe with one leg lifted. Nice and easy. 2 breaths in down dog. And then you lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or jump again, forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, dive deep. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Arms up high, hands to the heart. Slowly taking your time for the other side. So wait until left foot. Take a moment to just hover that right foot a millimeter above the floor. If you're ready, bend the knee, grab a hold of the inside of the foot, knees together. If you have your balance there, then maybe the left arm lifts. And again, take that moment. It's always step by step. There's no need to rush into a balancing pose. Only if you're ready, come forwards with me. At the same pace, you allow the front body, the torso, to lean and reach forwards when you press the back foot into the back hand. The hip should be closed, ideally. And again, you may bend slightly through the standing leg if that helps you. Squeeze that left glute. Press harder into the hand. One more inhale. And gently let it go. Exhale, step the foot back. Keep the balance. Inhale, arms rise, open. Exhale, hands down, your way to flow. Just another option with the leg up. Good. Now bring the knees down to the floor again. This time bring them as wide as your mat. Big toes come together to touch. And you sink the hips down to the floor, arms forwards, wide-legged child's pose. Rest. Allow everything to slow down. And being present with whatever comes up for you today on your mat. A soft belly, soft shoulders, and a soft face. Can you let go? Can you fully soften and allowing the weight of your body to get heavier, sinking down towards the earth? One more inhale. And with your exhale, press into the palms of your hands so you can lift up. Keep your legs as they are. Just walk the hands towards the body. And now kind of grab your hands around your heels here. See if you can gently start to lift up the hips. If that's too much, that's no problem. You just keep the hands down and press the hips forward like that. Really want to squeeze the glutes and bring the hips as far forwards as possible. Open through the heart space. You feel that opening through the whole front side of the body. If it's okay for you, if it feels right, release the head back. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then gently chin towards the chest again. Sink the hips back down. Walk your hands forwards, coming into a tabletop position. Now for our next pose, which is a shoelace, you're going to slide your right knee in between the hands and then walk the right foot to the left edge of your mat. And the left knee slides behind the right knee and the left foot walks to the right edge of your mat. So from the front side, it looks like this, just in case you were a little lost there. So knees stacked, right foot slides to the left side, left foot slides to the right side. Okay. From there, you start to sink the hips down. If that is too much, take a cushion underneath or a book, something to elevate the hips. And if that is even too much, you can always extend the leg that's underneath. The difference with this pose is that the tops of the feet are down onto the floor. So we're not stepping the foot down, it's the top of the foot that touches the ground. And then check in, making sure that both sitting bones are down nice and square. And you feel that, at least I do. I'm guessing you do too, but you feel that quite quickly, deeply into your groin. This is a very deep hip opener. You have a few options here with the upper body. Like for me, sitting like this is actually way more than enough. I feel this quite heavily through the hips here, and that's for me a nice opening. If you want a little bit more, you can either walk your hands forwards and allow the forehead to drop towards the knees. Give it a little bit more. Or while you sit up straight, you take the opposite arm behind you, interlace the fingers behind your back. And from there, just adding a little shoulder stretch there. Wherever you are, take a big breath in. With your exhale, close the eyes.
And then drop into the body. Really feel it. Feel this pose. Allow yourself to also feel into the parts that may not be so comfortable. And see if you can just let go there. Can you breathe through the discomfort? A lot of the physical blockages that we experience in the body are caused by mental blockages. So whatever you need to tell yourself in your head right now to make this pose okay, say that and see if it works. Let go into that hip space. One more breath in. And then release your arms if you had them interlaced to begin with. Then place your hands, and this is the fun part. Place your hands a little bit in front of you so you can lift up the hips all the way, come onto your tiptoes, and then walking through your left side, pivoting over the toes without placing the foot fully down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until you all the way end up through the other side with the left leg in the front, and we come down in shoelace on the left side. If that didn't work, that's okay. You can always come again through tabletop. Left knee slides forwards, left foot out to right, right knee behind, and then sink it down. Okay? So find your way, checking that the knees are nicely stacked on one on top of the other. Tops of the feet kind of flare out to the sides, and both sitting bones equally grounded. And then take whatever option you tried here on the other side. And I always notice if I try to do this, so in the right side, I can interlace, here I cannot. So play around whatever feels good for you. And then again, take a big breath in. Close your eyes on the exhale. Tune in, drop in. Let go. Notice where you're still holding tight, where you're holding on. Allowing your breath, your exhales to soften the body. And know that if this is a very uncomfortable place for you, this too shall pass. I will get you out at some point. One last breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then you release the arms if you have them up. This time, bring the hands behind you so you can lean back. Unlock your legs, slowly extend them out in front of you, and just shake them out for a little bit. Maybe just flopping the feet a few times side to side. And from there, make sure you have space behind you so you can roll down onto your back. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze, a little roll, massaging the lower back. And then coming into a final happy baby pose. Soles of the feet up to ceiling, hands around. Bring the elbows on the insides of your knees so you can open the knees out wide. And then instead of having the tailbone very up high, drop the tailbone as far down through the floor as you can, pulling the belly in so the lower back is connecting to the mat as well. Dropping shoulders, head is heavy. Close your eyes. If there's anything else that you feel like you need to do last, your body is craving for, then move in that direction. Or stay here a few more breaths. Slowing the breath down. Make them deep.
and relaxing. And then I invite you to come into your final Shavasana the same way we started. Legs out long, feet out a little wider, arms as wide as you want. And again, give the hips a bit of a shake here, just to allow the body to settle. Walk the shoulders away from the ears. Close the eyes. Maybe use a big exhale to get you heavy and sinking down into the floor. Dropping in one last time. And for our Shavasana today, I'm going to tell you a little story while you guys rest. I'm going to tell you a story of a king. It's an old sage, an old story of a king. So here it goes. There was a king, and he once said to the court sages, I have a ring with one of the finest diamonds in the world, and I want to hide a message under the stone that can be useful in a situation of extreme despair. I will give this ring to my heirs, and I want it to serve faithfully. Think of what kind of message should be there. It must be very short to fit in the ring. The sages knew how to write treatises, but did not express themselves in one short sentence. They thought and thought and thought, but did not come up with anything. The king complained about the failure of his sages to a faithful old servant who raised him from infancy and was part of the family. And the old man said to him, I'm not a sage, I'm not educated, but I know such a message. For many years spent in the palace, I met a lot of people. And once I served visiting a mystic whom your father invited, and he gave me this message. I ask that you don't read it now. Save it under the stone in the ring and open it only when there is no way out at all. The king listened to the old servant. After some time, the enemies attacked the country and the king lost the war. He fled on his horse and his enemies pursued him. He was alone, his enemies were many. He rode to the end of the road. There was a huge, deep cliff before him. If he fell there, it would have been the end. He couldn't go back as the enemies were approaching. He already heard the clatter of their horses' hooves. He had no way out. He was in complete despair. And then he remembered the ring. He opened it and found an inscription from the old servant saying, This too shall pass. After reading the message, he felt that everything was quiet. The pursuers had gotten lost and proceeded in the wrong direction. Horses were no longer heard. The king was filled with gratitude to the servant and the unknown mystic. The words were powerful, and he closed the ring, set out back on the road. He gathered his army and returned to state. On the day when he returned to the palace, they arranged a magnificent meeting, a feast for the whole world. The people loved their king. The king was happy and proud. The old servant came up to him and said softly, Even in this moment, look at the message again. But the king said, Now I'm a winner. People are celebrating my return. I'm not in despair. I'm not in a hopeless situation. Listen to this old servant, the servant answered. The message works not only in moments when everything is bad, but also in moments of victory. The king opened the ring and read, This too shall pass. And again he felt a silence fall over him, although he was in the midst of a noisy, dancing crowd. His pride dissolved. He understood the message. He was a wise man. And then the old man said to the king, Do you remember everything that happened to you? Nothing and no feeling is permanent. As night changes day, so moments of joy and despair replace each other. Accept them as the nature of things, as part of life. This too shall pass. And with those words, with that story, I invite you to slowly make your way up to seated
bringing in some movement into the body. Taking your time, eyes stay soft or closed. Hands come into your heart space, into prayer. Feel your heart beating your chest. Observe your breath. And feel your body grounded into the earth. A last moment of mindfulness. And then gently bowing forward, saying gratitude for stepping onto the mat today. Namaste. Thank you for joining practice, guys, tonight.